Hello. So I am making a sitz bath for a mama who just had her baby 2 days ago now. And I am in Athens, Greece, in her bathroom, and I am making this sitz bath for her. She did have a pretty good tear, a 2nd-degree tear, and she's healing very well, but it is really good to make a sitz bath, and it's going to be your homework. So, first thing, we need something to put a bottom in. Like, she's gonna sit her whole bottom in this basin. So that's what a sitz bath is. Also, it's a bath just for the pelvic area. So a sitz bath is not actually really good to do in the bathtub because then it's really diluted. Unless you're gonna make that much tea, which that's a lot. So, so having something smaller that's just gonna put her bottom in, just for her to soak her pelvis in. So I already made the tea. Now, like I said, I'm in Athens, Greece, and I don't have the herbs that I usually work with. So herbs like witch hazel and comfrey, they don't grow here in Athens, Greece at the end of the summer. So, so what we have is calendula flowers. I made a big pot of calendula flower tea. Can you see that? So what I'm about to do, so actually this is steeped for a long time. I started it like 45 minutes ago. And so we're good. All right, so I'm gonna put this here. So I need like another hand. You always need another hand, but I'll do it just like this. So I have a strainer, right? And so I'm just gonna see so you can see it. Here we go. This is just calendula flower petals in a tea, steeped for 40 minutes. It's nice to have, of course, your tools, right? A big strainer is really good to have. This, of course, is a pasta strainer, so that works too. And all right. We're good. Okay, so I'll put this here. So just calendula tea right here. And then she has some lavender essential oil. So I'm just gonna put 3 drops in, no more, because that's enough. So essential oils, well, you'll see, I'll post my distilling videos for you. But it takes a lot of plant material to make this essential oils, so 3 drops is a lot of plant material. So, by the power of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, and the mother, the father, and the baby. Yes. And then, of course, all that is above and all that is below, and in the center where we are one, by 3 times 3 times 3, this magic potion we have begun. So what do we have? We have calendula flower tea. We have 3 drops of essential oil of lavender. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. Now, normally I would use well, you can use any salt, Celtic salt, any good salt. What they have is this kind of salt. It's in Greek, so, okay. So I'm just gonna put some in here, if I can. I would say a small handful. I don't know why this isn't working. this isn't working, but we're not getting much salt out, so I will add some more. So now we've got calendula flower tea, we have lavender essential oil, we have some salt, and now we're going to put a wee bit of honey. Honey is amazing. It's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's so healing. I was taught by one of my mentors, my first midwife that I studied with. She said, go get some French comfrey out of the garden, get some calendula flowers, bring it on inside. Then we put it into a little pot of water and we brought it to simmer and then turned it off. And then added a spoonful of honey, and then she had me strain that. And then she had me put the comfrey and the calendula and the honey kind of pulp that, we had just created a tea out of, and put it actually on her vulva, on her tear. And then we took the tea and put it into the peri bottle, which is what we spray on the mom when she is peeing, and it cleanses her vaginal area and her perineum area after peeing. So that's my first sitz bath that I ever made. But I used, she could put this on her perineal tear, but it's kind of, messy. So this is actually really nice and clean, and she'll get out. And so I'm gonna put a spoonful of this honey in, not a whole spoonful, because this is a big spoon, right? So that much, and I'm gonna put that in. Stir it up. Stirring the cauldron of healing for my sister, who's in bed breastfeeding right now. So yes, after I get a little bit more salt put in here, I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put it into her peri bottle so that she can rinse with this when she's done peeing. And the rest of this, she will sit in. Now it's a little too hot right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water to it, just enough, so that when she sits in it, it's not going to overflow, and just enough to cool it down. So this is our sitz bath, and now I'm going to take some of this and put it into the peri bottle, and she's good for today, and I will do it again tomorrow and the next day, and then I leave for Ireland, and then we have our class. All right, so this is your homework. Sitz bath, herbal bath. Now an herbal bath is another story, right? And I don't have them with me, but a nice big muslin pouch I have, which I reuse, and I put whatever herbs I want to in there, and then I make a big pot of hot water, just boiled water, pour my herbs in there, in the bag, right? So not to make a mess. And then I let that steep for 20 minutes or longer if you want. And then I will take that water and I'll pour it into the bath. And then I take my muslin bag, right, that has all those just steeped herbs in it, and I tie it to my nozzle where my water comes out into the bath. So as the water is coming out, it goes through the muslin bag of herbs and then into the bath. And then you fill up the bath to where you want it. And it'll be whatever color it is compared, depending on what herbs you use. But that's an herbal bath, and I really want you to do that too. So sitz bath is just your pelvis, and an herbal bath is the bathtub. So that's the difference, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you all use in your sitz bath and in your herbal bath, and hearing your stories. And don't forget to take photos, write everything that you used, how many parts of it you used, and your whole procedure in your new recipe book. All right, well, I'm going to get my sister into her sitz bath.